This is Japan's famed Mount Midoriyama, the world's most difficult obstacle course. Over the past 15 years, thousands of competitors have taken on this beast, but only 3 have ever conquered it. No American has ever defeated Mount Midoriyama.
Mount Midoriyama showing no mercy.
Oh, doesn't get it.
And the dream is over.
But this year, that could all change, because for the first time ever, this mother of all obstacle courses has come to America, and more athletes than ever before are ready to take it on. Competitors from 6 different regions across the country will run qualifying courses, but only the top 100 competitors who embody athletic talent, mental fortitude, and single-minded commitment will earn the right to advance to the finals in Las Vegas. There, the fabled course has been constructed, brutal obstacle by brutal obstacle. The fastest American to conquer Mount Midoriyama will not only make history, but will walk away with a $500,000 prize. Who has what it takes to become the first American Ninja Warrior?
Welcome to American Ninja Warrior, coming to you from Dallas, Texas. I'm Matt Eisman alongside Olympic gold medalist Jonny Moseley. We are here at Fair Park, just outside of the Cotton Bowl, for the Midwest Regional qualifying round. Now, the competition got off to an impressive start last week at the Southwest Regionals. Let's take a look at some of the highlights. The Southwest region set the bar high. It was an amazing pool of competitors, and we now have our first 15 moving on to the finals in Las Vegas. This powerhouse team of athletes consists of seasoned veterans.
Howard stands atop the tower. We have a new gold standard.
And skillful rookies such as parkour sensation Jesse LaFleur.
Whoa, not too shabby for a rookie.
All in all, with 13 of the 15 athletes moving on to Las Vegas having completed the course, the Southwest may be one of the strongest regions we will see this entire year. So the Midwesterners will have a tough act to follow. Having said that, these Midwesterners seem ready for the challenge. Johnny, who do you predict we'll be seeing in the regional finals?
Well, I consider Stephen Volko a favorite. He finished in the top 30 last year, Matt, and you can bet he wants to better his placement this year. But there's more than just the dream of completing the course for him. He's been out of work for over a year, and much of his self-worth and pride has come from how hard he's been training for this very day. And then there's Jonathan Morin, a pastor from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Crazy story. He came here earlier to watch the competition with his youth group, and they dared him to actually run the course himself. So now he's gone from spectator to walk-on competitor. He could be a big-time surprise.
Today we're running a field of hundreds through this qualifying course, but only the 30 fastest move on to the Midwest Regional Finals.
Well, it's not going to be easy, Matt. Every qualifying course is a little bit different, and this Midwest course is brutal and includes one obstacle that's never been seen before on American Ninja Warrior.
For more on that, let's go down to our sideline reporter, Angela Sun.
That's right, guys. The curtain slider is the brand new obstacle on the course this year, and it's all about momentum and grip strength. But first, they will have to negotiate the dreaded quad steps. It's an intimidating 6 feet from the center of one to the center of the next. Next up, the log grip. The key here is to secure strong finger grips and hold on tight. It's 24 feet from end to end with 2 jolting drops along the way. Here in Dallas, the spinning log has been replaced by the Bridge of Blades. This obstacle is all about balance and agility as competitors attempt to traverse this 18-foot span of spinning blades. Next is the jump hang, where competitors will have to launch themselves 10 feet from a small trampoline onto a reverse-angled cargo net. Then they'll move on to the new obstacle, the curtain slider. They'll have to grab the first curtain to slide across to reach the second and third curtains, and then over to the mat. And finally, it's the warped wall, standing at an intimidating 14 feet high. Make it to the top, hit the buzzer, and hope your time holds up. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Angela. Well, it is time to kick off the action in this Midwest qualifying round. Our first runner on the course today, representing Alexandria, Indiana, he's 51-year-old Dr. Doug Smith.
Last year at Ninja Warrior, I had to consider whether it was a once-in-a-lifetime event when I had the epic failure on the quad steps. After my walk of shame with sloshing shoes back to my hotel, I decided I wanted to give this one more shot. I know one thing, it's that ninjas don't quit, and here I am, I'm trying again, and I'm much more ready than I was last year.
American Ninja Warrior, you need a doctor in the house.
Well, I'm anticipating good things from the doctor because he knows exactly what he's up against running this course once again.
We saw Kelvin Antwine, who's 53, get through the Southwest qualifying round, so we know age is not necessarily a barrier, and here goes Dr. Oh! And the doctor has flatlined, suffering from wet shoes yet again. He may want to bring flippers if he decides to run next year, Johnny.
And a year for less than a minute, and the doctor is out.
Up next is Courtney Harris. He's a 37-year-old from the Chicagoland area. And Courtney is enjoying fatherhood all over again. He had his first daughter at age 18. 16 years later, he had his second. The 3-year-old is already getting active just like her dad. As Courtney tells us, she loves to work out with him every day. Here he goes. Right out of the gate, Courtney looking strong with the leaps across the quad steps.
Yeah, looks great. You know, he's got a football background as well, and we're seeing that foot agility already. Now onto the bridge of blades, coming up here.
Oh! Looking good until that final step, Johnny.
Yeah, you know, that moving obstacle is really tough. You got to watch your balance.
Damn, looked like I was having a good run, too. It just went too fast.
Well, he was really fast out of the gate, but he missed a step on that second to last blade, and it barely missed his head on the way down.
Next up, it's Toni Opliger. She's an incredibly fit 49-year-old mother from Norfolk, Nebraska, who serves as an inspiration for her 2 teenage daughters.
I was in the Marine Corps. After college, I went to officer candidate school. I was the honor graduate of my candidate school class. I've always had this freaky upper body strength. I set all the records on the obstacle course, the combat conditioning course, the stamina course. And when you believe in yourself, you can achieve. I'm going to be the first woman to complete your American Ninja Warrior course.
There, Tony's daughters and their friend off on the sidelines offering their support. And here goes Toni. Taking a cautious approach. Oh, and she's out! So frustrating. As strong as she was, what went wrong there?
Well, a number of factors could have been at play here. She's obviously been training long and hard for this. Nerves could have gotten to the best of her. Equally, those steps are steep, and she could have just underestimated that.
Up next in the starting blocks out of Tinley Park, Illinois, it's 39-year-old Dwayne Montgomery.
Ninja Warrior. Break.
Dwayne is running with a heavy heart, but a lot of inspiration. His mother, Patricia, passed away recently from a stroke. Dwayne had an extremely close relationship with his mom, who he said had a salty tongue, but she was also extremely physically active, being very involved in the martial arts. She even had her own brown belt.
And he called his mom his everything, and you can see the impact she's had on him as he's now a gym owner and in peak physical condition.
And here goes Dwayne. Looking a little cautious here as he takes his time through the quad steps.
He is, but remember, there's a 6-foot span here. It takes a lot of effort to leap to the next step.
Dwayne's a rigorous boot camp instructor at his gym, so no stranger to keeping up good physical fitness, but the key here is speed and endurance. Onto the log grip. Looks like he's got a lot of upper body strength. At 5'9", 173, still compact. Ready for the bridge of blades.
Oh, this is tough. This is trouble to slow down the blades. Wow, good recovery.
Dwayne says if he wins the competition, he wants to open up another gym for underprivileged kids. Testing it out. He doesn't want to make a simple mistake.
Oh, he stepped off the back of the platform, trying to get as much runway as he can.
And Dwayne Montgomery goes down. Well, he came up a bit short, but you can bet his mom, Patricia, would still be proud of her oldest son.
We got a good jump here, Matt. Couldn't quite grab on, and then he got his foot caught up, and it's splashdown time.
Well, it was a rough ending for Dwayne Montgomery and our 3 other competitors so far. Coming up, he's a gymnast who's staying true to his roots. But will Yuki the Cossack prove to be a true challenger to this brutal course? Find out next on American Ninja Warrior. Welcome back to the Midwest Regional qualifying round of American Ninja Warrior. We're coming to you from Fair Park, right in the heart of Dallas, Texas. Hundreds of people will attempt this course, each hoping to earn a spot in our top 30, move on to the regional finals. And with that, move one step closer to the national finals in Las Vegas, where they'll have a chance to take on the world's toughest obstacle course, Mount Midoriyama.
Yeah, but first things first, nobody heads to Vegas without first facing this qualifying course, and so far, it's proving to be as difficult as predicted.
But let's not write off any of our competitors just yet, Johnny. We'll see just how much their age, strength, and speed play into getting to the top of that warped wall. Up now, Alexander Pustovoitov. He's a bartender in Chicago, Illinois, but he's originally from Ukraine, and he prefers the nickname Yuki the Cossack.
Hello, I'm from Ukraine, and I'm a Cossack.
Cossacks are the pride of Ukrainian history and very strong warriors. I decided to make it alive again.
Now, I want to challenge you ninjas and show the world the true Cossack strength and courage.
So here comes Yuki.
Oh, he removed some of his headgear. He must be getting serious, Matt.
Well, he's firing up the crowd. Yuki is a trained gymnast. He actually studied in Ukraine as a kid before emigrating at 17. You know, that costume does look like it provides for a lot of range of motion.
It does, actually.
And he's onto the log grip, Johnny.
You know, the nice high leather boots might give him some grip on this log grip. Oh.
Wow! Let's see what kind of balance he has. A gymnast, though, so he is a serious athlete.
He is. Underneath all his antics, he's got skills.
Oh, not much height on that jump. And now Yuki's going to have to work to make it up the cargo net.
When you run the antics, though, you've got to up the ante on skills. You know what I mean?
And again, that cargo net can take away some of the upper body strength, which can really come back to haunt you on the curtain slider.
It's true. He has nice technique getting off of there, though, and smart wearing the boots because they don't have a lot of edges.
So Yuki becomes the first to make it to the new obstacle, the curtain slider. Will he be the first to master it?
You see him sussing it out, trying to figure out what to do. It's smart to take your time here. Oh, good push-off. Needs to get one shot.
Crowd embracing Yuki, but he is dropping down.
Now there's not a lot of hope. He can bounce it up and down. Oh!
And Yuki is out. He tried to hold on and improvise, but what went wrong, Johnny?
Well, he had good momentum right off the bat, but as he got to the second curtain, I think he was too afraid to hold on with one hand and was not able to reach out and grab the curtain when he had a shot.
So the rookie falls on the brand new obstacle. Let's go down to Angela, who's with Yuki right now.
Yuki, a disappointing run, but you had so much flair. How did it feel to have so much fan support behind you?
Yeah, it feels very good, you know. I hate the curtains. That's why I don't have curtains in my house. You know, I have just an open window. That's it. I don't have curtains. I hate curtains.
Well, Yuki, will you leave us with the Cossack dance?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, you'll have to teach him. Oh. Woo! Yuki the Cossack. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Angela. Well, when a trained gymnast like Yuki can't make it through the curtain slider, it shows you how tough that obstacle is going to be all day today. But right now, it's Josh Wrighton, a 35-year-old audio-video tech from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Josh, like Yuki, likes to dress up, but he dresses up every year for Leif Erikson Day. He and his friends build and race small boats and honor the legendary Norwegian explorer by eating meatballs.
Let's see if he can cause another Twin City meatball celebration with a strong run here.
He says he's competing for himself, but wouldn't mind his 4-year-old boy thinking of him as a ninja.
He looks very cautious as he moves between the quad steps. He'll need to pick up the pace a little bit if he wants to make good time, Matt.
Well, Josh says one of his most rewarding life experiences was sailing around the world. Right now, just trying to navigate this course. Getting ready for the log grip.
Got a background in tennis where balance is key, Matt. Oh, and you can see some of that court footwork right there on the bridge of blades.
Well, so far, so good for this father of two. Josh did 34 pull-ups last year to win the title at the Minnesota State Fair. Now gathering himself before the jump hang.
Oh, well, he's on, but that's a very low grab on the cargo net. He's going to have to call on that upper body strength in order to get over the top.
So taxing.
He's looking a little gassed now.
The question now, does he have the skills and stamina to handle the curtain slider? He's really taking his time examining the obstacle. Johnny, it looks like he's trying to formulate a plan of attack.
Well, again, Matt, it's about the shove off. Can he gather enough momentum to get that curtain slider going?
Here it is, a good push, and he's oh! A great slide, but just missed that second curtain. So close within his grasp.
Oh, what a shame. He did everything right, but now he's tangled up.
What a disappointing end to Josh Wrighton's run.
He was so close, Matt. I thought we might have our first athlete through the new obstacle. Unfortunately, the curtain slider comes out on top.
I ran out of gas. Figured if I get all the way to the top, kind of inch over maybe, have a little more room to grab it.
Coming to the starting line is a 24-year-old with an amazing story of resilience. This is Josh Gannon. When Josh was a teen in Lincoln, Nebraska, his mother's drug issues got so bad, he moved out on his own and finished high school while living in a truck. But not only did he survive, he thrived, graduating and going on to wrestle at Oregon State. And here's the best part of the story. In the past few years, his mother has kicked her addictions, and she and Josh have reconciled.
That's a great story. And nowadays, he teaches gymnastics and wrestling, so he obviously knows a thing or two about balancing, agility, and strength.
He also competes in MMA fighting, so we're looking for him to put a beat down on the course, Johnny. And he is onto a strong step on the quad steps, looking really confident, Johnny.
He sure is. You know, he told us that during his rough go during high school, he used sports as his escape out of all those bad times. And you can see that this guy is a legit athlete.
And no trouble at all on the bridge of blades there.
And this is a smart move by Joshua. He's testing out the force of the trampoline, and that instinct pays off. Nice grab onto the cargo net.
Well, Johnny, this agility is no accident. In addition to all the sports he's involved in, he also takes ballroom dancing classes.
Classy. I like it. Well, he's through the jump hang.
And Josh Gannon is our third competitor in a row to make it to the curtain slider. I would guess that Josh has no idea how this obstacle works. I don't know if anyone does, but that doesn't stop him.
Look at this reverse leg lock. That's an MMA move that he's used to. Oh, now he's getting it.
Building momentum.
Trying to hop it along the top wire.
And his tremendous upper body strength, holding himself firm, generating a lot of momentum, but just not able to get forward momentum.
Well, you know, if you don't get a great first push off of that platform, especially with a little bit of wind on your nose, it just kills all your momentum.
And that
now
curtain,
no one can hang that long.
Even with all that strength and agility, he just couldn't keep a hold on our newest obstacle, the curtain slider.
Just underestimated that, didn't put enough momentum. Otherwise, would have had the work all my home.
And the wrath of the curtain slider takes yet another athlete out. We've seen competitor after competitor fall victim to the course, and the curtain slider's proving to be the biggest challenge. We're still looking for someone who can get past that obstacle and perhaps even to the top of the warped wall. Coming up, can a beach volleyball player from Illinois dig in and become the first competitor to ace the curtain slider? Will the course serve up a trip home? Find out next on American Ninja Warrior. Welcome back to the Midwest Regional qualifying round of American Ninja Warrior. We are looking for the 30 fastest to move on to the regional finals.
The 15 best from each region will earn a chance to take on the world's most difficult obstacle course, Mount Midoriyama, and a shot at $500,000 cash.
3 more competitors have taken to the course, and it's the curtain slider that keeps hanging people up.
Well, athletes like electronics technician Dan Wiggins exemplified the main problem. A strong start to the run, followed by just not enough momentum to carry through the obstacle.
All right, Johnny. Well, as you look at the remaining field, who should we be watching?
Well, one of the guys I'm really pulling for is Marine helicopter pilot Jacob Reeves. This All-American hero has had to be a pillar of strength and guidance for his daughter.
My name's Jacob Reeves. I'm 38 years old. I'm in the Marine Corps. I've been in for about 17 years now. I've done 3 Iraq deployments and 1 Afghanistan deployment.
Jacob's been through a lot, but nothing even comes close to the challenges he's faced at home with his daughter.
She just turned 9, and that's about 9.5 years longer than we were told she would live. The diagnosis she has is called DeBarcy syndrome. That basically affects her collagen and elastin in her body. And she is the 24th child in the world to be diagnosed with it. She is, hold on just a minute. She'll probably never walk. Doesn't have fine motor control. She's nonverbal, but she's happy. She's just a really happy kid. That's part of why I kind of do these things like this, is because she can't.
An amazingly inspiring story, and with all that Jacob has had to face and endure, I would love to see him have a triumph here on the course today.
And a nice start on the quad steps. Oh, his foot just skims the water.
Touching the water, an instant disqualification, and Johnny, so disappointing. We were hoping for so much for Jacob Reeves.
A real regrettable slip there, and again, many of our competitors are really underestimating this first obstacle. It is tough.
Angela's with Jacob right now.
Jacob, I know you're disappointed. Was the course what you expected?
Yeah, I think it was exactly what I expected. I just didn't keep my momentum on it. Had all the right reasons to be trying it. I just didn't get it done.
Thanks, Jacob. Well, we hope to see you next year.
You definitely will. I've got more to prove now.
Back to you guys.
Well, a rough ending for Jacob Reeves and all of our competitors so far. In fact, we're still looking for our first athlete to clear the course. Maybe Stephen Krofel will be the one to serve up a successful run. He's a 24-year-old from outside Chicago who's been training for this moment on the beaches along Lakeshore Drive. Stephen has been playing volleyball since he was a kid, and now he competes in high-level 2-man beach volleyball tournaments.
Obviously, this guy's got some very lean body mass, which could help him for speed. Oh, he nearly slipped off that second quad step.
A nice recovery. Wow, now Stephen's making his way up to the log rip. A longtime Ninja Warrior fan finally getting the chance to run himself. And very smooth. We're now onto the Bridge of Blades.
Well, in addition to volleyball, Stephen also teaches CrossFit, which stresses plyometric power. Should help him here. Oh, and a nice jump onto the jump hang cargo net.
And he's a smart guy, too, currently working on his master's in secondary education at Ohio State and pulling down a 4.0. But, Johnny, he's looking a little tired as he's getting over the cargo net.
Well, that climb up and over that net may look easy, but there's a tremendous amount of body strength needed to finish. You notice that at this point on the course, a lot of competitors are getting tired.
Well, at this point, he's either gassed or just planning his strategy for the curtain slider, which so many have failed at so far.
Not a great jump off, but look at the determination, inching the curtain slider over, rocking himself back and forth. And look at this, he's gotten a hold of the all-important second curtain.
Great effort, and look at the leg lock.
Nice. Impressive effort.
Here it is, and he's done it. Stephen Krofel has slayed the dragon. He is through the curtain slider, and now the first one to face the warp wall. And remember, he gets 3 attempts, and his first one no good.
Matt, he looks a little winded after surviving the curtain slider.
Decent body control, had some momentum. Run number 2.
Oh, so close. Nice run in. He is right there, Matt.
Well, the curtain slider looks like it's left him winded. Here's his third and final effort. Oh, his fingers were up but could not hold on. Steven gave us a great run, and he's the first to conquer the curtain slider. So, Johnny, we know it can be done, and I bet if he had one more shot on that warped wall, he would have touched the summit.
Just couldn't get a good grip for the top. I couldn't get my hand up there. It's a blast, though.
That had to be heartbreaking. Let's go down to Angela for more.
Steven, you're a rookie, but you look like a veteran out there all the way up to that warp wall. What happened?
The wall's a little bit higher than it looked. Ran out of some energy, couldn't get my grip up there.
We'll let you catch your breath.
Thank you.
Guys?
Well, we finally have a competitor best the curtain slider, but then he comes up just short on the warped wall. Coming up, can a youth minister walk out of the stands and run to the top of the leaderboard? Jonathan Morin runs with power for a higher power when American Ninja Warrior continues. We're coming to you from the shadow of the Cotton Bowl at Fair Park in the heart of Dallas, Texas. We're in the middle of the Midwest Regional qualifying round of American Ninja Warrior. Now, as expected, this course is proving to be incredibly challenging, and this Midwest pool of competitors is really struggling to make a complete pass through the course. But whether they hit the top or not, many of our athletes have been chosen based on their very impressive submission videos. Let's go to Angela for more on that.
At American Ninja Warrior, we want to see what our competitors are made of before setting them loose here on our course. And these competitors stand out above the others.
What's up? I'm Patrick Bryan.
My name's Chelsea Estes.
Hi, I'm Steven Valco.
They inspire us with jaw-dropping feats of strength and agility, and they possess a fearlessness of tackling whatever obstacle stands in front of them. We receive thousands of submission videos from viewers all over the world demanding to be seen for what they're capable of. From hanging and traversing to gliding and dragging. And the competitors in the Midwest showed us that they could do it all, and they could do it best.
Thanks, Angela. Well, let's get back to the competition. On the starting block, James Harden. He's a 24-year-old gym manager and personal trainer.
He really got his athletic training, though, doing decathlons. He went to the Junior Olympics in the sport at age 18 and then was an All-American at Abilene Christian University. And that sport is a great precursor to this course because you're constantly utilizing different muscles. Well, we should be able to follow him pretty easily with those shoes. Those are bright. Oh, and pretty easily through the first two steps. A little pause on the third and a 180.
James considers himself to be a well-rounded athlete, says the pole vault is what he really excels at, which should help him if he makes it to the jump hang, Johnny.
That's for sure.
Nice solid ride on the log rip. And he's pumped up as he prepares his attack on the Bridge of Blades.
He is fired up. Look at that excitement. I love it.
Oh, he is almost in the water, Johnny.
Yeah, he got his foot stuck under the pad and almost ended an epic run.
What a save, and now he is on the jump hang.
And again, being a decathlete is really paying off for him. He's such a versatile athlete, so he's able to go from obstacle to obstacle and be prepared for each one of them.
But here comes the dreaded curtain slider, and I have to say, he's looking a little bit winded at this point. Taking his time before this problem obstacle, doesn't want to make the same mistake he's seen other competitors make. Or maybe he's just hoping for some love from the audience, Johnny.
Could be. Here he goes. Yes!
Wow!
Look at that. That is how it's done, Matt. James got tremendous momentum. Didn't even touch the second curtain.
And taking his shirt off, the crowd going nuts. They like what they see.
He's getting some love right there.
Oh! And he smashed his face into the warped wall.
We have never seen anything like that, Matt. Have you ever seen anyone hit the wall that hard?
We've talked about it. This course can hit back, and that was just a lack of technique. A decathlete, clearly in phenomenal physical shape.
He's bleeding on his lip right now, but he's got to be thinking about technique right now.
And he's got it! Wow! What an effort out of James Harden. And he took a shot to the face, but we finally have our first competitor to make it through this qualifying course.
Matt, what an inspired run from James Harden, absolutely flying through the curtain slider on the way to the top of the warped wall.
Well, he beat the course, but the course did get its shots in as well. Let's go to Angela Sun, who's with James right now.
James, wow, such an impressive run. I know you got hurt. Tell me what happened.
I went to run up the wall. It's a little steeper of an incline I thought it was, and I smashed it.
James, I know you're hurting and you ran into that wall, but you made it to the top. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm ready for round 2.
Guys, back to you.
So we finally have our first Midwest competitor to complete this qualifying course, and it took a decathlete to do it. And here's Stephen Volko. He was hit hard by the economic downturn and hasn't worked in about a year, so training for Ninja Warrior is what's helping him gain that self-confidence. Really looking forward to seeing him bring it all on the course later. And while James is being treated by our medics, we've got our next guy on the course, Jonathan Morin, a youth pastor from Grand Rapids, Michigan. He actually came here today to watch the action from the stands, but his youth group has persuaded him to take a shot at the course.
I'm Jonathan Morin. I'm 28 years old, and I'm a youth pastor. Brought a big group of kids out to be in the audience, and all my kids have always said, you should be on the show. And so, luckily, I had a backpack with a pair of shorts in it, and here we go. My nickname is Jumbo. It started when I was a freshman in high school, given to me by a couple friends of mine on the football team because I have really big hands, and those hands will probably help me grab onto some obstacles today.
And you can see his youth group, a huge group of supporters cheering him on, and he is onto the quad steps, a little slow out of the gate, using a little support on that third quad step, but he gets through it.
Well, as you heard, Jonathan had no plans to run the course today, Matt, so obviously hasn't trained for it, but that hasn't hurt him to this point.
Well, you can hear the support he's getting from his youth group in the stands. I think that enthusiasm can only help him push through. Both of Jonathan's parents were ministers. He just wanted to play football, but eventually heard the calling himself and became a pastor.
Well, he hasn't trained for this course, and he's already surpassed over a dozen competitors who have, struggling a bit to get over the top of the cargo net, but he's finally over it and on the way down. You can't deny his tenacity.
Agreed, Johnny. I have to give it to him. This guy wasn't even planning on attempting the course today, and already he is through the jump hang. Getting ready for the curtain slider, asking the crowd to cheer him on and tearing off his shirt, and the crowd obliging. They're going nuts.
Well, he's earned it, Matt. And look at that. He clearly took notes during James Harden's run. Absolutely nailed the ride to the second curtain, and that speedy send-off is critical to success on that obstacle.
But now we move on to the warped wall. Jonathan looking for some love from his youth group. They're helping push him through this course. Just 14 feet stand between Jonathan Morin and the buzzer.
Jonathan Morin, a walk-on who came out of nowhere, maybe the second guy to complete this course today.
And he's out! He's got it!
He clinches it!
Jonathan Morin came out of nowhere to tame this qualifying course.
Absolutely amazing.
And with that, Jonathan Morin, our newcomer, lands in second place on our leaderboard. Johnny, with the skills he just put on display, you have to wonder if we just discovered a real contender to become the first ever American Ninja Warrior. Let's go down to Angela's son, who's catching up with the crowd favorite right now.
Jonathan, what an impressive run. I see you got the huge support group out here. How have these guys helped you out on that course?
Oh, they helped me like crazy. I'm a youth pastor. These are my students right here. They love me and I love them.
Congratulations. I'll let you go celebrate with them.
Thank you.
So
Guys.
with that, 2 people have managed to hit the buzzer. James Harden did it the fastest, but not before paying for it at the warped wall. And newcomer Jonathan Morin, our crowd-pleasing youth pastor from Grand Rapids, Michigan, we'll see who else has what it takes to get through the course and get their name up on our leaderboard. Coming up, Stephen Volko has spent the last year training for this competition. Will his dedication pay off, or will he fall victim to the course for a 4th year in a row? Find out when American Ninja Warrior continues. Welcome back to the Midwest Regional Qualifying Round of American Ninja Warrior, where this course is dashing dreams left and right. But Johnny, we've also seen some strong runs. 4 athletes beat back the dreaded curtain slider, only to fail at the warped wall. But 2 competitors did defeat the course. Cade Holliday, a cartoonist and new father from Eagle River, Wisconsin, flew through the course, landing atop the summit with a run time of 2:01.46. And Missouri acrobat Kevin Earhart completed it in a time of 2:01.27. And Earhart's time is the best of the day, just ahead of Holliday, with the decathlete James Harden in 3rd place, then youth pastor Jonathan Morin. Up next is a 35-year-old from St. Louis, Missouri. It's Zach Sokolowski. Zach is a high school English teacher most of the time, but is also the lead guitarist for the indie rock band Yoshimoto. Let's see if Zach can rock out here on the course, Johnny. And there's his #1 fan, his wife Tiffany, ready to capture the moment.
Well, he went out last year on the jump hang, and he says that moment's been replaying in his mind ever since.
Well, here comes his chance to make up for that mistake. And taking a cautious approach on the quad steps, doesn't want to go out early, wants to at least get another shot on that obstacle, the jump hang. Here he is on the log grip.
He's got a nice pace going so far.
A rock climber and a pole vaulter, real good through the bridge of blades, Johnny.
Well, this was where he crashed last time. Let's see if he gets a good bounce off the trampoline. Nice!
The arm's uneven, but hanging on.
Definitely a little low on the cargo net. Now, he says he's been rock climbing for 20 years, so hopefully he has some upper body endurance, but we've seen that be so taxing on the upper body.
He's a little tangled up, but he says he's lost 20 pounds since last year, so there's a lot less of Zach to untangle.
That's true. He is starting to move a little slower, maybe just trying to catch his breath before this all-important curtain slider.
Such a difficult obstacle all day long. Here's the push.
Oh! You know, that first send-off is so critical. We've seen so many guys not even make it to the second curtain, but he's through.
Amazing. Taking a slow pace here, but he has the fastest time by far to this point in the course. Now, staring down the warped wall.
Straight into it.
Oh! Close! He says his proudest achievement is marrying his wife. We'll see if he can get up to the top of the warped wall. That may be #2, Johnny.
I agree, but he'll never admit it.
Here it is, second effort. And he's got it!
Over the top, amazing.
Unbelievable. Zach Sokolowski has blown this course away, a time of 1:28.28, and he is in first spot on our leaderboard.
Just a brilliant run from start to finish. Couldn't get up the wall the first go-around, but really impressed me, especially at age 35. Not a spring chicken in this competition.
Up next, the most experienced man in the Midwest region, a 25-year-old Stephen Volko. He's dedicated the last 4 years of his life to training for American Ninja Warrior. Without a doubt, one of the most committed ninja hopefuls we've ever come across. Stephen's participated in every American Ninja Warrior competition to date.
I'm Stephen Volko. I'm from Ames, Iowa. I'm 25 years old, and I'm pretty much a full-time ninja. I'm a returning competitor. Last year, I made it to the salmon ladder, and I had never done it before. So I got one rung up, the other rung didn't go. I fell into the water, and it was a big disappointment. When I got home, I built a salmon ladder in my apartment. The first time I tried my own salmon ladder, I completed it. That went a long way toward building my confidence even more for this year. I've been unemployed. It's a real struggle to not feel like you have that much worth, you're not doing anything. And this year, with American Ninja Warrior, I really want to kind of prove myself that I'm still worth something. I still have skills, even though I haven't been working.
He's an incredibly hard-working guy, has a degree in marketing from Iowa State, but his career just hasn't come together yet.
Well, that's tough, Matt, but he can't think about that now. He's got to focus on his moment to shine.
Through the quad steps, a little stumble, but makes it through. Now onto the log grip. Flies through the bridge of blades and doesn't even pause, right into the jump hang.
Well, speed's definitely going to be on his mind today because of his previous shortcoming. And he's got a good pace thus far, but remember, sometimes when you put the pedal to the metal, you lose control.
Well, he's tried all the obstacles up to this point, but this one is new. Let's see if Stephen Volko can figure out the curtain slider.
Nice jump. He goes for one time.
Oh, and the crowd going nuts. They like what they're seeing.
Using the momentum, he's got himself in a pickle there,
And
but
he is
recovers.
through. Volko, one obstacle left with by far the best time through the 5 obstacles. Oh! He had it, and that was a rough fall.
You got to be careful not to fall off the platform and disqualify yourself.
Second try for Stephen Volko, and he comes up short. And now the best run of the day to this point is in jeopardy. The clock ticking. Volko, though, down to his final effort on the warp wall. Third and final try for Stephen Volko. Oh, and he does it. Digs deep, and Stephen Volko has made it to the top of the warp wall with the best time yet.
And after years of frustration for Stephen, he's made it clear he won't be satisfied with anything short of a shot at Mount Midoriyama.
You put everything into preparing for this moment. How did it feel to be on top of that podium?
It feels so good. Thanks to everybody. The fans this year are awesome. I feel so good. It's been an amazing ride, and I can't wait to go further tomorrow.
Well, an impressive run. Back to you guys.
With nearly half the athletes here in Dallas for this Midwest Regional qualifying round having taken the course, let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands right now. Despite needing 3 shots at the warped wall, Stephen Volko still finishes with the top time of the day. Right behind him, another veteran of this competition, Zach Sokolovsky, with a solid time of 1:28.28. But the qualifying round is nowhere near over. We've got more star athletes yet to run. We'll see if a championship fencer from Notre Dame can slice through the course or if his efforts will be foiled. And we'll meet up once again with 4-time Ninja contender and former Detroit Pistons cheerleader Andrew Carson, who's determined that this is the year he will make it to Mount Midoriyama. Well, speed is always of the essence because only the top 30 will move on to the regional finals, and from there have a chance to advance to Las Vegas to take on the world's most difficult obstacle course, Mount Midoriyama, with $500,000 hanging in the balance. For Jonny Moseley and Angela's son, I'm Matt Eisman. We'll see you next time on American Ninja Warrior.